It's nearly 2023, and if you're still in a position where you're struggling to get business, make more money, generate leads from the LinkedIn platform, well then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to give you my top 5 LinkedIn marketing and prospecting tips so you can hit the ground running in the new year. Let us jump straight in, shall we? Tip number 1, video prospecting is still very much working. If you're still not using video to reach out to your target customers, then you're missing out on one of the most powerful prospecting tools that LinkedIn has to offer. Just in case you don't know where to access it, guys, you have to go onto the app on your phone. While you're sending a message to someone, you'll find it in one of the icons below. And yes, you can't use video on the desktop yet. For some reason, LinkedIn only allow you to do it on the phone. But the best thing about using the LinkedIn app to send a video to your prospects is it will end up looking something like this. They're not taken off the platform in any way. They don't need to click any suspicious links. It's just an embedded video with a huge thumbnail. So they are much more likely to click it. Now, if you're completely adamant on using your desktop or your laptop to send a video, then you're going to have to use a software like Odro or Loom. But I'm afraid to say your response rate will take a massive hit, because whenever you have to send a link to a prospect and they're taken off the platform, it's an extra step, it's something they might become suspicious of, and it's just not good news. Tip number 2, start using content as a tool to test which topics your audience are most interested in, and then drill down on those topics to see better results. Thanks to the improved analytics that LinkedIn has to offer, you can now see exactly who's watching your content. You can see things like job titles, locations, companies, industries, company size, and on top of that, you can see the impressions, the likes, and the comments. Whenever I'm posting a piece of content, I'm constantly reviewing those things. If I had a particular post that got high impressions and I know my target audience were looking at it, then that's great feedback. It tells me that this could be a topic that my audience really care about. I'll then test this topic again, but come at it from a different angle. If it does really well a couple of times, I know I've hit a sweet spot with my target audience. I can then take this topic, guys, that I know is a sweet spot for my audience, produce more content around it. I can also use it in my messaging to get a higher response rate, and I can use it in my profile to increase the chances that someone's going to reach out to me. This brings me nicely on to tip number 3. Inviting fresh prospects into your network on a daily basis will increase your chances dramatically of getting inbound leads and booking more calls. You want to start with a good list and then invite anywhere between 5 and 20 people into your network on a daily basis. This will not only give you more people to speak to in the DMs and start messaging and sending videos to, but it will increase the amount of fresh eyeballs looking at your content. Tip number 4, knowledge of your audience will skyrocket your results. What do I mean by this? If you're coming onto LinkedIn and you're trying to generate business, then I'm afraid a surface level or generic understanding of your audience just won't cut the mustard. You need to understand what drives them, and you need to understand what emotional buttons to press in order to get them to reach out. If you get this right, guys, I promise you half the battle is already won. The recruiters that Ben and I see get the best results, without fail, are the ones that spend more time during this beginning stage extracting the information and getting it right. But Sam, what if I don't have this information? What the hell do I do? I'm glad you asked. Go back to all the clients and candidates that you've worked with and get on the phone with as many as you can. Speak to them, record the conversation if possible, and ask them as many questions as you can to understand their motivations. This is golden information straight from the horse's mouth, and it could literally transform the results that you get on LinkedIn. Tip number 5, drill down on your copywriting. If there was one skill that could have the biggest impact on your business and your LinkedIn journey in 2023, I would hands down say it's copywriting. Copywriting will help you create a more impactful LinkedIn profile. It will help you craft more engaging messages, so when you're DMing people, they actually want to respond to you. And it will improve your content, and I'm just talking about LinkedIn. Not to mention the hundreds of other things online that require good copywriting skills, such as crafting your website, landing pages, lead magnets, scripts for videos. The list really does go on. So those are my top 5 LinkedIn marketing and prospecting tips, guys, to give you the best chance of increasing your revenue in 2023 and really getting LinkedIn to work for your business. If you want to see more content like this, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. And for God's sake, stay beautiful. I'll see you next time.